Hi, welcome to the final project review for CNIT 280. This is Group 14's presentation on Rescue 911. First, we'll quickly go over what Rescue 911 is. Rescue 911 is a private EMT service for families and individuals. Customers would use our service for non-life critical situations in which they would still prefer having trained medical personnel transport them to a hospital or other medical facility. After conducting a review with customers and other key stakeholders within the business, we are tasked to help optimize the business with a new web application. Specifically, we chose to focus on providing a centralized dashboard that streamlined the operations for all personnel involved, as well as enhancing patient experience through real-time updates and easy payment options. We also were able to utilize innovative storage solutions to minimize the development costs. Let's get started with these demos. The most important part of this new application is that call center operators need to be able to automatically log the calls, details, and send this over to the EMT as well as the end customer itself. The call center operator needs to pick up the phone, and then the system will automatically start recording the call and transcribing everything that's said. The call center operator is able to listen and take notes, after which the system will automatically add these notes to the transcript. The call center operator is able to easily dispatch someone from this integrated dashboard, for example, and after the call is over, the operator is able to end the call and the system will compile everything to a single log. We also need to track the real-time availability of the EMTs. This is done by tracking their clock in and clock out times, as well as whether or not they are on a dispatch already. To do this, the EMT enters their username and password in the login screen. The system then verifies that they are an EMT, and then the system will redirect them to the EMT dashboard. Once the EMT is on the dashboard, the EMT is able to press the clock in button, after which the system will update the internal status and display that to the EMT as well as to the call center operators. We also need to be able to track the live GPS data of the different EMTs so that we can dispatch the closest one. Once the call is received and the operator has answered, the system will automatically log the location details. The operator is also able to log the caller and other emergency details. The system will list the EMTs available as well as their current estimated response period. The operator is able to view all of the EMTs and the current response times. The operator is also able to select a EMT to dispatch. For example, he is the closest. After which, the system will automatically notify the EMT that he has now been dispatched. We also need to be able to track the real-time availability of these EMTs. Once the customer calls and the operator picks up the phone, and the operator writes down the issue as well as other details, the operator is able to check for the EMTs that are listed as available. The caller is able to dispatch the available EMTs. Once a dispatch has been initiated, this needs to be relayed over to the caller. The caller would ask for the status in the application through this response pane. The system will automatically check the location based off of the call center operator's dispatched team, and the system returns the dispatch status. The call center operator is also able to relay additional details to the caller. The system also enables linking similar emergency calls together. This is important if multiple callers place a same call about the same event. The call center operator receives information about the emergency from the call and inputs it from the system. After doing so, the system compares these details to previous details of previous calls. We see here that in the past 15 minutes, there are these recent calls that have similar details. we can select these as a duplicate. After doing so, the call center operator would notify the caller that the situation has been handled. The system also needs to be able to document the care taken by the patients. The EMT, once dispatched to a scene, will record the information that they provide, will record the services that they provide. The system records the EMT that was dispatched to the scene. The EMT will then note the care that was taken, the care that was provided, and then the EMT also registers it into the system after helping the patients. The system will save this information into our database. Once these services are provided, the customers need an easy way to pay for these invoices. Once the completed services have been documented by the EMT, the system automatically sums up the cost of each of the services provided. The system will generate a billing invoice, and the system will send the invoice to the customer. The customer will receive the invoice and choose to pay for it now or pay for it later. The system, upon confirmation of payment, will update the customer's balance and any holds on their account. The system also needs to be able to have real-time emergency situation reporting. The call center operator should be able to look up a ongoing report and see the current details for it. The call center operator, once on their dashboard, is able to click the notifications and see recent calls. They're able to view the logs of recent calls. The system will automatically pull any of the updated information from the EMT and create a report for the call center operator. The call center operator is able to act on this new information as they wish. Most importantly, we need to ensure that customers are able to sign up in an easy and effective way to their subscription. Once the customer is on the homepage, prior to even creating an account, they're able to see our branding material as well as key stats about our company. They are able to see that we are trusted by over 2 million users, as well as uptime, availability, and location detail about our stations. They're also able to see a call for action as to why they should upgrade to the new payment plan. They're able to press this and create a new account. Once the user has created a new account, the system will automatically create a new account for them. The customers are able to input their personal and payment information. And when the customer clicks on purchase, the system will input the new details into the system. Thanks.